Charisma House presents Decoding the Prophet Jeremiah, What an Ancient Prophet Says About Today. Written by Mark Biltz. Narrated by Lenz. Introduction. The writings of the prophet Jeremiah have to be one of the most fascinating prophetic puzzles recorded in the Bible. Within the book of Jeremiah, the chapters are mixed up chronologically, as if the book was cut into pieces, thrown into the air, and pieced back together, however they landed. To me, this is representative of the chaotic times that Jeremiah lived in, as he continuously warned the nation of Israel about the coming destruction of Jerusalem and the temple, and the exile of God's people into Babylon. This was all due to their disobedience and their wanton disregard to the pleading of the God of their fathers to return to him. Jeremiah is well known as the weeping prophet, and I believe that title is very appropriate because, as an ambassador for God, Jeremiah was properly representing grief and heartbreak over the coming judgment. God was broken-hearted as his own children spurned him. Isaiah had warned them previously, as we find in the first chapter of his book, where God declared that he brought up children and they rebelled against him. Parents who genuinely love their teenage children may find it necessary to expel them if they continue to bring total chaos into the house, punching holes in the walls, being disrespectful, and acting totally rebellious. As a good father, God found it necessary to expel his children from the promised land for 70 years until their punishment was complete. Israel had to know that they really upset their father this time after he not only expelled them from the house, but he then kicked them out of the country, vacated his own house, and even burnt it to the ground. They realized just how serious God was when he declared that they needed to keep and obey his commandments, statutes, and laws. God had made good on the promises he gave them nearly 1,000 years earlier, warning them that this would happen if they forsook him and his laws. The good news for Israel, though, was that there were prophecies that they would return to the land, and God would return to them as well. The Jews who remained faithful held tightly to the hope that God always keeps his covenant and his promises. Hegel was right when he said the main thing we learn from history is that we do not learn from history. In the first chapter of Ecclesiastes, we read that everything that happened will happen again, and there is nothing new under the sun. People are people, and while the faces may change over history...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?